Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the run I had a couple days ago. It is my PB, and it is 21 minutes and 26 seconds. Something pretty insane happened at the end, so make sure you stick around for that. Anyway, we're going to start things off in a pretty ordinary looking seed. It's a plains biome, so, it's nothing special. There's no village, there's no ocean like the last few runs I've had. Nothing special. Oh, never mind. I I spoke too soon, never mind. This is the run that I did find an ocean, but it is pretty far. So I gathered dandelions, because I'll make suspicious stew later, which is probably the best food source in the game. And what am I doing? Yeah, I'm choking my aircrafting a bit. That's okay. This run is not insanely fast at all, but the overworld and the Nether is not good at all. It could have been way quicker, and it was quite sloppy, and I'm kind of disappointed. But post Nether is where the run starts, really. Oh my god, it's actually ridiculous. Anyway, we'll just keep talking about this section. Alright, I'm heading to the ocean. It's pretty far, yeah. It's gonna be like a minute 15 before I get into the water. So not ideal, but not terrible. Looking for shipwrecks. Because shipwrecks are a really, really good source of iron. A quick source of iron as well. Which you need to make a bucket, an iron pickaxe, and a flint and steel. I really like oceans over anything else, like even villages. Villages are really good for beds and food, which are two main things you need in a run. But the strat I'm kind of going for is a bastion, which will give you enough beds anyway from the string trades. There is a village, however, in this world. I don't go for it though, which I think is the right play. I see a shipwreck off to the right, and I think that's the one I end up going to, but there is actually one next to the village. I'm not sure if that would have been better. I probably would have actually, because my nether entry is really slow here. Yeah, imagine the spawn point was on that island, a shipwreck and a village. Would have been a really, really good. Would have been a really good spawn. Alright, let's see how much iron we get from the shipwreck. And not a lot, actually. I thought I got more. 9, which is enough. It's enough. Not ideal, but it's enough. I'm gonna craft my tools here, check the buried treasure. Looks pretty far, so I don't think I'll go for it. I chuck out the boots there because they're Frostwalker, and I think that gets awkward. I've never really been in that situation, but I've heard that that you should never wear Frostwalker boots. Anyway, now we gotta go find lava. Actually, first we stop off to get the flint. There we go. Pretty quick. Now this is probably the biggest choke point in this run. Is the lava. I think I spend 2 to 3 minutes here. And now I've gotta fill the gap for 2 minutes talking about stuff I don't even know what I'm talking about. One thing I will say about this run is, even though this overworld was pretty slow, I did manage to get a bastion and a fortress. I think I was fortress first. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, the nether was the bastion split wasn't ideal. I think it was a housing bastion if I remember correctly. We'll see that in a minute as well. And it wasn't. I think it was 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, which is subpar. But the thing that made this run my PB is after I blind travel. Actually, I'm not even going to spoil it because it's that interesting. It's that insane. I think, I grab another shipwreck here for the extra iron. Kind of unnecessary. That's also another time loss now that I'm looking back. I'm gonna craft my axe. Yeah, now that I think about this, this run could have been a sub 20, potentially. I mean, if I played it right, in hindsight. Like, I didn't need to go for that iron axe. Could have just got a stone axe when I was making the portal. Going down into this cave. Oh yeah, this was, yeah. At this point, I didn't really like this seed so much, so I just kind of YOLO'd it and just dug down. I was sick of looking for lava, but I hear lava pops. Or like, I see it in the subtitles in the bottom right. Lava pops. So now I'm searching. And there's a ravine, which is perfect. I'm gonna enter the nether here around 6 minutes, I think. This is pretty slow. It looks like it's gonna be a 6:10 entry, roughly. And we've got game audio back. Yeah, I'm looking for structures here. It doesn't look so promising. I'm almost in the mindset of resetting just because this run was so sloppy. Luckily, I didn't reset. Looking at my quadrants, looks like I go positive, negative. I need food, so I'll get these mushrooms. Another time lost there, but it's not a big deal, I guess. And here's where the dandelions come in. There we go, we got some suspicious stew. Instead of just regular mushroom stew that heals, I think it's 2.5 or 3, I can't quite remember, hunger bars. The suspicious stew heals like, I think 7. It's a big deal. Or 6.5 or something like that. So I can make a bunch of those throughout the runs, throughout the run, after I get enough mushrooms. Of both types, brown and red. Yeah, not a good nether so far. Not at all. Not at any stretch of the imagination. By any stretch of the imagination, I should say. We're at 8 minutes and we still haven't found a structure. But, there we go. Never mind, there's a bastion. Just, like, this was just as I was about to reset. I decided to grab these mushrooms. Obviously for the suspicious stew. Do I have browns? I didn't catch if I have browns or not, but if I have brown mushrooms there, then it means that I have basically infinite food for the rest of the run. Well, not infinite, but enough. Make my gold boots so that the piglins don't get mad. And yeah, I think it's a housing. It looks like a housing. It's a housing bastion, which is probably the best bastion. I think I played this sloppy though, because I don't get enough piglins at the start. In the first hole. Let's see. I do a standard chest route. I think that's what you call it. I'm not sure. Look, you open chest for obsidian, which, there you go. Got obsidian. Beautiful. Now I'm kind of forgetting how to route this bastion. Break the block. Yep. There's a new route that I gotta learn. It's a bit faster. I think it attracts more piglins as well. So as you'll see in a few seconds, I don't get that many. Also, I throw my crafting table, which is... I mean, it's a minor time loss. But it's not a big deal. I get all the gold, as usual in a bastion. I'm not that good at bastions. I need to practice them more. And I'm going to head up to the triple chest at the top. There's always one triple chest in housing. I think there can be two. But yeah, I realize I've got like maybe 2 or 3 piglins down there. When I get to the top, you'll see there's so many at the top. Like, look at this. So what I actually decide to do is... Because look at... Yeah, that's right. I get so much gold from this chest. All these few chests. I think you'll see over here I get another gold block or 2. Am I right? Yeah, there you go. 2 more gold blocks. So quite good chests, actually. And I see there's like 6 piglins over here. So I, chuck the gold in a hole. And this was where I did notice a time loss when I was looking over this run. I see that piglin, and I try to get this piglin over here, which is unnecessary because I only have like 20 gold or so. And I'm going to go down, check on my trades, and then probably come back up. So I wasted probably like 20 seconds right here. Because this zombie piglin was scaring the piglin. Come on. I think I just end up leaving him. Yeah. Yeah, I wasted probably 20 seconds. But anyway, we're going to head down and check out the trades. Make another mistake here by... I break there and go down further, which is wrong. It's just here. Yep. There actually is a few more than I expected here. I think there's 4, maybe 5. Yeah, this is quite slow. I need to get better at inventory management as well. It's pretty sloppy. But I've got 8 pearls. That's not enough. You need, minimum 12, but realistically from a bastion you should expect to get at least 16. And upwards of like 3 stacks if you get lucky. But you don't realistically need 3 stacks. Only like 1 to 2 stacks will do. So I head back to the piglins trading at the top. Again, this is a really slow bastion, probably a 4-minute bastion, just because I have to go up and down twice, instead of just once. This piglin also gets in my way. I do this cool thing I've seen Dowski do recently, where you place gravel and then all the items shoot up. Anyway, and now I'm going to figure out which direction to go. I think I misjudged this and think I have to go towards positive X. But in fact I need to go positive Z, which is to my right. I take my time here. I think I'd try to manage my inventory a bit. I get 23 wool, which is plenty. That's enough for 7 beds. Which is more than enough. You need about 5, maybe 6 for safety. And it's like a 13-minute bastion exit. Which is terrible. By the way, for world record, it's like 11.5 minutes you're out of the nether. So this is pretty terrible by comparison. But this run is only, 7 minutes behind the world record. Which, it's not a big difference. So then I realized I have to go this way, which is actually better. Because towards positive X was just a wall. And we're going to chuck some pearls because I have a few spare. This actually ends up working really well, as you'll see. I didn't need to check that way because that's where the bastion was. But I managed to pearl straight towards a fortress, and you can see that right there is a fortress. Grab the mushrooms once again. More food. I know that after these mushrooms I won't need to gather any more food. Throughout the rotten flesh, it's served me well so far, but it's unnecessary now. So I can make, I think, 5 more mushroom stew. But anyway, we're going to go to the fortress at like, 14.5 minutes is when I get to the fortress. Chuck a pearl here at the pillar. Almost die. Not really close to death, but I almost screwed it up. It could have been a lot better. And we're in the fortress. 14.5 minutes. Pretty terrible. Now I don't know what I'm doing. Just, yeah. It's quite a sloppy run, that's all. I didn't need a boat there, I could have just jumped down. I could play this seed again and try to, you know, obviously get a sub 20, because that's definitely possible on this seed. Honestly, I'm really lucky that I actually pearled the right way. If I didn't pearl this way, yeah, the run would have been dead. I would have just reset. But we've got a blaze spawner here. That's all that matters. Once again, a bit sloppy here. I could have killed this blaze way earlier. I don't know if that makes spawning less frequent if there's still a blaze here. I think it does. But yeah, the rod rates were, I think they were below average as well in this run. Much like my last. Actually, was it my PB? Oh no, it was the potential sub 18 that I had. I also screw up the wither skeleton. I think it's called the fire tower. Seeing like K4 and that, do that kind of stuff. I screw it up and ends up being slower than if I just killed him. And yeah, this is a second spawner. Forgot to mention this is another spawner. I don't know. I don't know why I went to a second spawner. It's kind of unnecessary. But I guess not the worst decision. And these spawns are atrocious. Look at this. I think they get better at the end. Okay, it's around like 5 minutes out from when I finish the run at this point. It's looking quite close, you know? I only have 3 rods, and apparently Mr. Streamer Man says I'm gonna finish the run in 5 minutes. 5 minutes from here. Soon you'll see the magic of the blind travel. I got a really lucky stronghold. Let's just say that. There's 5 rods. I just need... Oh, I always take 7. Like, I could have left here, and it would have been another 30 seconds faster, I think. But I always make sure I leave with 7. In my opinion, 6 is just too risky. The run will just die. You know, probably 50% of the time your runs will succeed, but 50% of the times your run will just die at the portal room. Because you're banking on like a 2 or a 3-eye, which is unlikely. Figure out which way I need to go. Towards that 220 meter blind travel sweet spot. And I get my 7th rod and I'm out. Yeah, you want to blind travel at around 220 blocks. Because in the nether, 1 block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. I actually went past it a little bit. I blind travel at 150, 150. Or 155, 155, about that. Anyway, I don't want to keep too long because the rest of this run is insane and I do actually turn my mic on. So, I guess, actually I probably still have about 30 seconds to talk. But yeah, this is quite good. Okay, I spawn next to an ocean. That's good news. Unless the eye points towards the island. That would kind of suck. Let's see. And it points like on the edge of the island. So I'm thinking there's a potential for the stronghold to be right here, like snapped to the edge of the island, right? Like it could have been anywhere on my right here. So I'm looking there. Nah, nothing. And I also checked the back of this because that's kind of likely. I've been in this situation a lot. But then, up ahead in this next island is where the stronghold is. And I'm going to let you stay with my reaction. So, I'll see you guys later. Yo, this is lit. Exposed portal room? Pog. 4 more. Oh, this is a sick run. Let's go. That blind travel was poggers. The only thing I didn't get was water. Give me crying obsidian. Craft my beds. Z, C. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Yes, the ninja.
Boom.
Oh,
This kinda
that's fun,
sucks.
dude. I wanna play so just smoke it.
Shoot your damn fireball.
Can you get to this box?
Please. This is it. This is the run.
You good? Oh, let's get here.
Perch. Perch.
I know! I'm trying to get it.
This is a PogChat moment, guys. Yes! That's such a huge PV. That was such a solid run.
Flash?
Let's go. Slash seed. There's your seed, boys. 21-26. Let's go.